Hi everyone, hope you're well. Thank you for the last video, and everyone's saying like time for a van tour. As you probably guessed with the van behind me, that's what I'm going to do. So welcome to the video and I'll show you around my new van. The van I brought is a Vauxhall Vivaro. I think it's called an F3100 Sportive SS, so it does all that stop start jazz and everything like that. It's a Euro 6 engine, so it's compliant, and it's going to stop me getting a penalty charge notice, which I did get on my old van. It's 2 litre, it's a long wheelbase, so it's an L2 H1, I believe. The vehicle's not too high, it's high enough for me to put the ladders on and off nice and easy. Inside it's got the Apple AirPlay and all that kind of stuff, so it's quite handy when I'm navigating with squeegee. It comes up on the screen for me there, so I'm not relying on my phone like I used to. The van itself is 2022 and it's done just over 20,000 miles. I do 10,000 miles a year, so it should last me a few years anyway. My old van, that got to 186,000 miles. And if you remember, with the old van, I'd had a reconditioned engine put in, and then before that, in the first year started, I had to have an engine rebuild as well. So hopefully with a newer van, I won't get any of these problems I've been putting up with. The van itself, it's got 2 doors at the back, or twin doors as they call them, and it's also got 2 side loading doors, which is quite handy. My old van only had one, it was on the left hand side. It's not a problem, but there's pros and cons with both, because when you've just got one door that opens, the opposite sides, you can fix stuff up there because there's not a door that opens. And on my one, where it's got twin loading doors, that means I can't store stuff on the opposite side of the van. Also, what happens is in the middle of the van, it's a little bit narrower, whereas before, when I used to put my spare barrels of water, I could push them right up against the side of the van. Now I can't do that because there's a step which is on either side of the van for you to get in and out, so just be mindful of that. When I took the van down to X-Line, I always get it Rhino lined. I say always, I've only had one van from before, but that got Rhino lined and it lasted me 9 years, so it lasted a long time. So I got it done for this van as well, and it's definitely worth it. I know you can protect the light them and do other stuff, but the Rhino lining is really good. It's hard wearing, so like I said, it will last a long time. It's very bobbly, so it's really grippy as well. It waterproofs the van. I've just cleaned my van as well. My 500 litre X tank, I got out of my old van as well, and they installed that into my new van for me. They did have to put the new frame in because the old frame I left out of the van, we couldn't get all of it off, plus it was all a bit rusty, so a new van might as well have a new frame as well. As well as my 500 litre tank, I've got my 2 X-Line electric reels. They've installed them into this van for me as well. In my old van, they were raised off the floor on a frame. It hasn't happened on this one. I also had underfloor hose guides. They didn't put them in my van this time round because of what's underneath the van. So basically it's fitted to the floor, and how I'm working is we open the back doors. I take my poles out of the pole holder, which is always connected to the electric reels. So there's no connecting to my poles. It's just grab my pole and walk off. I have fitted on my electric hose reels some roller guides as well, just to make life a bit easier for me and Matthew. At the moment, I'm enjoying that style of working. It's definitely a lot quicker, although I naturally keep trying to bend down on the floor because it's muscle memory to put the pole hose through the bottom of the van and then having to connect it to my pole. But it's definitely a lot quicker doing it that way, that's for sure. When I knew I was getting the van, I went and brought a Rhino roof rack. That's what I used to have on my old van, although that was obviously an old style. This is an aluminium one for a long wheelbase, so I can get my ladders on and off. Both my ladders fit up on there, so I've got some triple ladders and some nice big step ladders, and they fit nicely on the roof rack for me. I've got 4 pole holders installed by X-Line into my van. Because of the roof of the van and the way things were, they could only put them side by side really tightly, as you can see here. It's not causing any major issues for me at the moment, but in my old van they were spaced out and I kind of like that. But it's not a drama and we're getting on with it, so I'll just see how things go for now. I knew I needed a long wheelbase because once I've got my 500 litre tank in there and the reels, with a short wheelbase version of one of these, I wouldn't be able to get my gutter vac system in there, and the generator, I use a Skyvac 85, and it's a big generator as well to power that, the 5KA one. So that's why I got the long wheelbase, and that way on the gutter days I can get all my gutter equipment in there and all the other little extra bits that go with it as well. My X tank has also got a fast fill with it, and I've got this curled up from the back of the van going around to the side door. So basically when I work as a 3, my other son David, if he needs to fill up from the main tank, he can do that with the fast fill whilst working out the side of the door, and it allows me and Matthew then to still work freely from the rear of the van and we don't get in each other's way. Talking of working as a 3, I've got a blue ratchet strap, and it's basically threaded around the frame of my X tank. This is where we put 8 barrels of water, and also it fits nicely still just about with the 45 litre X-Line trolley. That way David can use those. Me and Matthew work from the tank. We're working as a 3 at the moment just because it's winter and we're struggling to get everything finished before 4 when we're working as a 2 on certain days, especially as it's a new van and it's a new way of working. I still have my trad kit as well inside my van. It does come in handy, and I do use it here and there, and just for a couple of jobs as well. The van, compared to my old one, drives really well. It's a comfy drive. At the end of the day, it's a van, isn't it? It's going to be a workhorse, but it pulls the weight of the water that I'm using to work with absolutely no problems. And I'm enjoying it, and it's got air conditioning, so it's definitely a godsend for me and Matthew and David during the winter, and it's going to be good as well in the summer to keep us cool. So definitely enjoying that. Something I need to do, but I'm going to wait until I get the money saved in the bank and I've still left with a buffer, is I'm going to get this van sign written. It's a must-have in my eyes. And this one thing that's definitely happened is when I had the hire van and when I've brought this van, some of the customers don't know who I am when I turn up to do the house, because it's just a different van. Although the ladder's kind of given it away to some people, and they've heard that I had problems with my van as well. So that's another reason why I want it sign written, because people recognise you straight away, and it does get you work. So that is definitely something I want to do, is getting sign written, and I want the van poly-lined as well from Streamline. Well, that was a quick van tour for you. It's a bit hard because it's winter, the weather's not the best, it's not bright, sunny, lovely conditions. So it's just literally, I've just cleaned it ready for next week. Tomorrow is going to be Sunday, that's when I'd normally do it, but it's going to pee it down with rain. So I've got it all done now, and I thought, right, I'm going to quickly do a van tour for you. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm enjoying the van. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know I'll appreciate that, and it helps me out, and see you on the next one.